What's going on, y'all? And welcome to another episode of Dominique the podcast. I know I was a few minutes late. My apologies, but sometimes I got to get on CP time. You know what I mean? But we're gonna do what we do every Tuesday night, and we're gonna keep it going. And tell people, invite your people to join, because on here we talk about funny stuff, we laugh, we kick it. We have a good time. I always bring the greatest guest, the funniest guest. I don't do not funny now. You ain't funny to me. I can't pretend that you funny. It's a lot of that going on now. A lot of pretend funny out here. But we do the real funny. But we're going to get into this right now. I'm going to introduce you to my guest. First, this is my homeboy. This is like my brother. We've been down for years. I mean, both of my guests, we've been down for years. But it's when you're a comic, when somebody from your hometown, it's a whole different kind of energy going on. Because they know you from the mud. So y'all give it up and show your love to my good friend, Chris Paul. Y'all give it up for him.
My girl, Dominique.
What up, Chris? What up? What up? And my other homie, he from Denver, but we came together in New York because we was both living in New York. So we just stomped them streets, Brooklyn going out to all. I was in the boogie down Bronx. You know what I'm saying? Very, very funny guy. Y'all give it up for my good friend, John Lasiter. And I spelled your name wrong. I always spell it with an I, John. I always say Lasiter. I don't say Laster. I always say Lasiter.
It's been spelled worse than that, so I'll take it.
Mark Williams, what's up? What's up, Ashley? So how y'all doing? Y'all good? I gotta check in and make sure everybody doing good. Y'all doing all right? Everybody's fine?
We're doing good, Dom. You don't see no ventilators around here, so we're doing good.
You're doing good. You're a success story.
Right. I'm a success story. Although you got all that money, Dominic, you probably got your own ventilator at the crib.
Anybody that ain't look.
You rich comedians got your own ventilators.
No. Hey, Chris, look, anybody ain't working the year ain't got they got no money. I don't care if you rich or what. Anybody that ain't been to work in the whole year but 2 or 3 times, I don't care what your classification used to be. It's not that no more.
That means you sold your ventilator.
Right.
I had to give it to somebody else and depend on juices and berries, John.
You said outside, I got them ventilators. What?
Got them going.
But Dominique, you talk about not working for a year. We all know there's a whole lot of comedians laying in bed late at night saying to themselves, damn, a nigga should have saved every now and then. I should have saved a couple dollars.
Whoa.
Damn, I should have saved some money.
You people, that's one thing. It's not a bad thing to be frugal.
Right.
People here cheapskate. All the cheapskates saying we can stay until 2026. I'm good.
Right.
But all the flossers and stuff, they canceled that show too. Oh no. But that's one thing. If this situation that teach us anything else, it teaches us. So it taught a lot of people to save. I was always one that I put a little something up. I saw early in the game how this went. Once you get in this game, you get a few shows canceled. You already say, "Oh, this is who I work for." Okay, now I need a little rainy day fun.
Right.
And I've been talking about the ceiling fell in. Wait a minute, and the show over. Well, so we done had the election, and had Halloween, and the pumpkin still won't leave the White House. What's wrong with it?
Right.
Yeah,
yes, go ahead, John.
I do think, though, people talking about he ain't gonna leave the White House. I think he is gonna leave, because this ain't the type of dude that like working anyway. You know what I'm saying? I think like in a couple of days, people just gonna be like, "Yo, where is he?" You know what I'm saying? He one of these niggas that just sneak out the back and just don't even say nothing. Like you ever when we was on the road and we didn't have no money, you ever stay in a hotel and you ain't had the money? And you just left. That's what I think Donald Trump gonna do. Remember, because we all done it. Every comedian done it. Like, you know what? I'm not even gonna go back to that front desk. I know ain't nothing on this card, and you just walk the fuck out. You know what
Right,
I
you
mean?
just go home. You just be like, wait a minute, I'm going to get something to eat. I'll be right back, and don't never
Right.
show back up.
Yeah,
Right.
we all got that cheap friend that when you sitting at the restaurant, he like, we should just get out of here. I don't like the way they looking at me because he ain't got no money. That's Donald Trump. He just go, you know what? I'm a run to the bathroom, and then he just go head on out.
Well, how about comedians getting to the hotel for a gig and then your card gets declined for the incidentals? What?
Oh my
You
God.
motherfuckers trying to hold $50 for? The club is paying for this room.
Yeah.
And then you got to stand there and get all on the phone. You already tired. You damn near missed your flight that ran through the whole airport. And you on the phone saying, I need to speak to the manager.
Right.
Because they ain't letting me check in. Well, why aren't they letting me check in? I don't know. Something about incidentals. And they don't even have no incidentals. This is Howard Johnson. So I don't even know.
Right.
I used to have a canned line.
Hey,
so that I didn't look crazy, right? Whenever I would get, I'm serious. Whenever they would run my car, they'd be like, "Oh, sir, do you have another car?" I'd be like, "What?" For incidentals, I would be like, "You know what? The hotel I stayed at last week, they ran my car for $500. I still haven't got my money. It was a really nice hotel in Boston." I would always act like hotels had took some money from me.
Right.
I can't leave my card here. Yeah, I can't do that. So I don't have that $5.
Right.
I can't do that.
Oh, them was the days you get. I mean, when I first started going on the road, I wasn't even in tune. When they said that, I was like, a credit card. To me.
Right.
And I was like, I ain't paying. No. Whoa. Y'all got to back up. I ain't paying for this. It's like, no, ma'am, the room charges are taken care of. And I said, nah, if I get some, I'm going to come down here and pay in cash. Like, that's not how it works. I was like, that's how it's going to have to work.
And I don't want to say all black promoters, but me and my boy Huggy been on the road too many times, and we get to the hotel, and the room's not even paid for.
Oh, that was the worst.
Oh my God!
And they're like, well, go ahead and swipe your card for the room now. And then when he comes, no. We gotta wait for some dude to show up with cash and pay for the rooms.
Yeah, and then he coming in talking about where Juanita. He coming in talking about Juanita Smith ain't here. No. I go through Juanita. Where Juanita? That's who I go through. And you standing there saying, in a minute, this nigga gonna say, I got to stay over his house. I hear it coming.
Right.
Yo,
that's like Juanita. I gave Juanita the cash on Monday.
Yo, Don, but that was always the worst shit. Because then they act like they're fit. I had a lot of promoters say that, you can stay at the crib. No, nigga, I don't want to stay
in no crib.
Yes, and then they always try to act. What you trying to say? My crib is dirty. No, I'm trying to say, nigga, I want to go upstairs. That's what I'm
right.
You stay at the crib. No, I can't stay at the crib.
It's all bad though, and then you can't even get no sleep once you get in the room because you saying to yourself, if I don't get my money before I go up, I ain't going up because I know already. Because he ain't about to ask where Juanita is at the club.
Right.
But then it's another bad sign from a promoter when he talk to you, call you, or you call him and say, I just need to go get something to eat. All right, I'll be over there. But look, let me drop these tickets off real quick. You be like, oh no. I'm gonna drop these tickets off at the barbershop real quick. Oh, the barbershop don't have the tickets yet. We got a problem.
Every comedian that gets paid up front learn that shit the hard way.
That's why I get paid up front. I don't know what you got going on.
I had a show in St. Croix. It was a bunch of comedians, and my boy Pop managing us. He was doing the show, and the promoter didn't want to pay us before the show. So Pop said nobody's going on till we get paid. But then Donnell Rollins on the show and comedian Bill Hill on the show. They both said, "Fuck that, we're going on." And Pop's like, if we don't have unity, this shit ain't gonna work.
Yes.
So they go on, and then the rest of us go on. And sure enough, we did not get paid. But they had given us a rental car while we're there on St. Croix. Pop drove the rental car to the airport, popped the hood, and pulled out everything you can possibly pull, every wire, every hose, every cap, and put it in his briefcase and got on the airplane. Shady ass promoter called us when we land. Hey man, I need that shit back, bro. I need that shit back for that car, man. They trying to charge me. Nigga, send us our money.
Wow.
That's our money.
We never got paid. We never got paid. We got paid in wires and hoses.
Yeah, if I don't get my money before the show, I just sit there. And then after I sit there for a minute, I said, so should I go back to my room or what should I do? Because I ain't telling that one joke without my money, because it ain't, once you get up there, it's done.
Right.
Now, I had an incident on the road. I was on the road with Simply Marvelous. I think Kenny Howell. This probably was dirty, but we had made a pact that we was not going up until we got paid. These war stories, right about that. We telling war stories right now. We had made a pact. We wasn't going up until we got paid. So the promoter came and he paid Simply and he paid me. So Simply gets up now. Simply was the leader of the whole pack, right? Simply get up and she said, okay, we about to start the show. So the other comics like, we didn't get paid. What? She said, well, I don't know what to tell you about that. They gave me my money. That man told me go. So I was sitting there and I was looking. He had called me and then gave me my little $4.50. You know what I'm saying? In ones. I mean, I think he gave me $1 of it in quarters. This dude was broke and failed. Right, this black on black comedy crime right here. So he gave me my money. So he said, Dominique, she knew I had got paid. Did you get paid? I was like, look, I was ashamed to say I ain't down. They Chris. I was like,
yo.
And he said, well, we're gonna start the show. I'm gonna put her up first. What y'all gonna do? They was like, y'all can't go up. Y'all, we know. We made a pact. She said, I got my goddamn money. We got to go up. And when I call your name, you need to come up too. We gonna take care of y'all after this show. Ooh, I said, and they were sitting there saying the same thing. Chris, you said that's why we can't stick together. We can't do it.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been the foul one. Now, I would never take my money and leave other people without their money. But I remember one time, you know, Crazy Jay from New Jersey, Singing Jay.
Yeah, so, I know Jay.
Damn right,
Thank you.
Yeah. So me and Jay one
Jay
time.
had, I ain't trying to wait a minute, John. Jay had one of the rudest, ugliest bits ever in the history of comedy. I mean, this was the most horrible bit ever. Now, y'all know when we all started comedy, it was like the AIDS epidemic was out there, right? Right. Jay would come out there, thank you. Can I get a round of applause? All my ladies that got HIV, round of applause. I was like,
no. Yo, you know what it was, Dominique? You know how he would set him up? He'd say, positive ladies.
Yeah, positive ladies.
HIV positive. HIV positive.
Oh,
yeah.
Shit.
So,
damn.
I'm with Jay.
I said, that is the worst bit I ever heard in my life.
Worst bit ever. And we in North Carolina. And I remember there was some guy, you know, the Peppermint Lounge was before my time. So apparently this guy was like a promoter at the Peppermint Lounge. We go down there and there ain't nobody there. And Jay said, hey, I go way back with this dude. He's a nice guy, right? But my phone was about to get turned off. So, you know what I'm saying? Jay was like, yo, man, I think we should give him a discount, right? So the dude had actually put the money on the table, right? He literally set the money down on the table. So Jay says, yeah, hold on, man, hold on. So he leans over to me and said, he's a really nice guy. We shouldn't take all the money. So I'm sitting there, right? And I turn and look at Jay, and I think Jay thought that I was going to side with him. He was like, hey, man, so we good? And I said, yeah. And I reached across the table, grabbed my goddamn money, slid it in. I said, yeah, we good. I slid it in my pocket. He said, what you doing? First of all, we knew the show wasn't going to be shit anyway. It's a parking lot in North Carolina. You know, they got parking lots. Big ass parking lot. It's supposed to be 400 or 500 people at this show. This parking lot is empty, right? So Jay driving, right? We pull up at the parking lot and Jay said, man, I hope they carpooled. I said, nigga, you know ain't nothing go. Carpool, nigga. It's 4 cars in this lot. He said, man, I hope they carpooled. I said, nigga, if you don't stop with the nonsense. But yeah, that dude, he wanted to give him a break. I said, man, they gonna turn this phone off, bro. I took all that man's money. Ain't nowhere in the world. Not to mention, when them shows was packed, you never had nobody lean over and say, man, I had an extra 200 people in here. Let me give y'all some more money.
Right.
Never.
Right.
We never heard that one.
No, we never heard of that one. Let me give you a little something extra because you did well.
Right.
They don't never say that one. They tell you a room full of people, ain't nobody there. They be like, how many people you see? 200. Oh no, it wasn't but 35 people there. So what the other people was ghosts?
And then they hit you with this one. You know, a lot of these was free tickets.
Right.
Yeah, they'll kill you with that one. They'll kill you with that one.
But Dom, I was dumb enough to let a promoter fuck me 2 weeks in a row. He had booked me. He had booked me for 2 different shows a week apart. First night, first show. He comes to me. Let me talk to you for a second, man. I know you remember a guy named Peter Dean. Used to be in D.C. He said, let me say something to you, Chris. Understand. We didn't quite get the numbers that I expected tonight. So what I want to do is take your money from tonight and roll it over. I'm gonna roll it over, and next week I'll pay you double.
Oh my God, Chris!
Next week came no money, so I did 2 weeks of shows for no money.
Yeah, it happened like that, and and when I see people still go up without their money, they be looking at me. They be like, "You ain't going up." I be like, "Oh no, I ain't get paid." Oh, he a good dude. He gonna take care of you. He even gonna take care of me before I hit the mic. Or I'm led to believe he ain't gonna take care of me because I can't take the show back. Right. So it ain't a fair exchange. It ain't like I can go out there and some kind of way take the show back.
Because eventually it becomes a business. Whereas when they can catch us early on because a young comedian has a hunger just to be on stage.
Yeah.
Just to get that work.
Yeah.
You know, but then you can reach a point where they can't manipulate with that shit anymore. You can't be conned into going on stage anymore. Like it's a business to you.
And the other thing is when you first start out, you afraid to step on any relationships.
Right.
You don't have enough network to know, well, I can work with these people and eat for good. You don't have that yet. So you just you don't want to step on nothing. You just taking everybody at their word. Like, I don't want to ruin this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not making that much money.
Yeah. But also, if you're unsure about your money, if you're a comedian, young comedians watching, if you're unsure about the money, don't eat the food they put out there. Because right before a promoter fucks you over, you say, "Hey man, how you doing? Did you eat? Did you eat? Okay, right. You guys ate, right? Everybody ate. Yeah. Let me tell you, our number's a little short. We're gonna roll it over."
Yeah, Hug said it was some good promoters too. Yeah, they are some solid promoters. Don't get it wrong, but they are some that'll pay you in chicken wings.
Right.
Never need that because I heard a dude. He went to do shows, and Deborah Greenwood. Where Deborah Greenwood? That's a promoter. She was a good promoter too. Mm-hmm. She really, really was. So they are good promoters, but don't nobody ever talk about the good. Ain't nobody talk about how Joe Biden might be better than Donald Trump. We still talking about why Donald Trump won't leave the White House and what he got going on.
But Dom, don't forget to text me the number of that promoter paying in chicken wings.
Okay.
I'm trying to book again. Yeah, but back to Donald Trump. Donald Trump, to put this in a more of a regular everyday life situation, America is a woman who broke up with her baby daddy. That's Donald Trump. And now she's trying to start a good relationship with a good man. And her baby daddy is fucking everything up. He's fucking everything up. He's taking the kid without permission. He's coming by. I had one of my boys who he was dating a woman at the same time another dude was. She finally chose him, and he had left a bunch of his sweatpants over her house, right? He said he went to her house, and she had made the decision, I'm just going to see you. This nigga who she cut off took the damn strings out of all his sweatpants. I mean, what kind of shit? That is Donald Trump.
That's Donald Trump.
Fucking your shit up.
Yeah. That's a new Petty right there.
That's Patty LaBelle. That's Patty LaBelle.
Took the string out of all his sweatpants.
That's what you call heartbroken right there.
Right.
Oh, that's a new petty right
So, but
there.
I mean, I know he
Petty
gotta
LaBelle.
go. He gotta go. So I mean, it's just what he going, but he just need to move on. We done seen enough for you. You did your best. He just trying not to see those people. And he bad luck. Lil Wayne ain't had no criminal charges till after he took that picture with Donald Trump.
Right.
Yeah, have you heard about that? In case you don't know, Lil Wayne, he got arrested. So now he got caught with a gun, and they say he got caught with a gun or something. He facing felony charges or something of that nature. And people posting it like black people that don't like Trump, they don't want black people to like Trump. If you black and you dislike Trump, you want all your people to dislike him.
Right.
So now everybody posting how Lil Wayne got locked up, and they saying it almost sarcastically, like that's what you get for going to stand up there and take that picture with Donald Trump.
Right.
So
nobody was thinking about Lil Wayne.
Nobody
was thinking about. He put himself out there.
He put himself out there.
Right. They weren't even thinking about that case that was on the file on the desk. Then
no,
they said,
hold
on. Is that nigga Lil Wayne?
Yeah. Let me see. Don't he got some? We got what's going?
drive by his crib.
Yo, and it's all black women prosecutors going back through their notes.
Right.
You said what, John? You broke up a little bit, John. You said what?
It's all black women prosecutors.
Right.
And they're like, I know this nigga didn't.
Yeah. So
and his white woman dropped him. She took him back, though, by the way, quietly. She took him back a couple weeks after.
They said Wayne got charged by the feds with possession of firearms and ammo. Simply, he wasn't nobody thinking about Lil Wayne, none of that. And he went and took that picture with that man, and they got to thumb it to the papers and said, okay, since you friends, this is what you and your crew do. This how y'all get down. So this is another thing I want to talk about, the vaccine. So they're coming out with the vaccine. And, it's people that say they'll take the vaccine. There's people that say they won't take the vaccine. And it's interesting because when I was on the phone talking to John gave an answer that I had never heard before from anybody, as much as I've talked about this with people. So what I want to know, when they come out with the vaccine, will you take the vaccine? I want to know that from you, Chris, and John. You start off, John. Go ahead.
Well, let me tell you something, Dom. This the shit that annoyed me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you talk to your people, everybody like, yo, man, I ain't taking no vaccine. I'm not. And they was like, yo, John, what you think? I said, nigga, I'm going to be first in line for the vaccine. Like they new Jordans. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be elbow. First of all, I'm going to help them unpack the goddamn vaccine. My nickname going to be Vax. Niggas going, yo, Vax. I'm gonna be John Vax Lasiter. Have you lost your guy? Nigga talking about they might put a chip in you. Nigga, you ain't doing nothing but smoking weed and playing PlayStation, nigga. Why are you worried about the chip? They gonna put a chip in you. Nigga, give me the vax. I'm trying to get out the house. Nigga, I'm trying to get back to these promoters that barely pay you. That's better than sitting on this goddamn couch. Vaccine me. You done lost your rabbit ass mind. Scared of a vaccine, please.
So, John, you don't have no fear about what's in it or none of that. You think it's just like the regular vaccines that we got when we was babies in the 60s and 70s.
Yo, I don't give a fuck if it's Capri Sun. As long as I think it's a vaccine. Half these vaccines ain't shit anyway. It's just some placebo. Give me the vaccine. If people think they're going to be better and they're going to come back to comedy clubs, vaccine everybody.
I'm just as passionate as John, but I'm not going to be first in line. I'm gonna wait about 2 weeks until John Vax Lasiter. And just in case he starts saying, "Man, my dick don't work," I'll be like, "Oh no!" I'm gonna wait about 2 or 3 weeks.
Yo, let me tell you something.
I'm not.
Let me tell y'all something. Call me. Yeah. You need to know what's going on with the vaccine. Call me. Nigga, I'm going to set up a hotline for niggas that's getting ready to take the vaccine. Yo, John, how's it going? Nigga, I'll let you know. Ain't nowhere in the world. But I'll tell you this. When you call me, nigga, I'm going to be at a party like a motherfucker. Like, yo, nigga, where you at, nigga? Oh, I'm at the Vax party. Nigga, where you at? I'm going to be calling you. from a sexy ass party, nigga. Trust me.
I'm not. I don't trust it. I'm not. If I do take it, I'm gonna be in round. You know how the NFL draft had round 36 in the draft.
Right.
I'm gonna be one of them players.
Right.
No contract, straight showing up, hoping they
Right.
give me an outfit to make the team.
Right.
I'm gonna be in round 36. I'm gonna have to. This gonna take me some years to see what happens. John, I don't want to come to New York and see you and you looking all shriveled by the eyes. I would say I think that was that vaccine, boy.
And my syringe has got to come from the same syringe pile as the white people in line.
Let me tell y'all,
I don't need you guys reaching in the right side for black people and the left side for white people.
Let me tell y'all,
you don't want them taking your syringe out that Tuskegee edge.
Right.
Let me tell y'all, black asses something. Even if I am sitting there with my eyes shriveled up, I won't be in the front row of an NBA game for $20. I'll be sitting courtside at the Nets game. Eyes shriveled. I'm gonna be like, man, I should have took that vaccine. John out there getting all this shit for free.
You ain't gonna be to see the game though, because your eyes gonna be too
right.
I don't give a rat's ass. They gonna be like, I see that nigga John in Bermuda. Shriveled the fuck up. You goddamn right, nigga, because I was first in line. I'm gonna be the first person back out in the world.
Fuck.
John gonna be sitting there in the whole arena, gonna be sitting up there. They ain't even gonna know who they cheering for. All they gonna have shrivel up. They gonna be listening to see if that's their team. Everybody gonna be in there shriveled up for $15 courtside seats.
$15 courtside seats, Dom. Next night you gonna see me strapped in on the shuttle. Nigga,
I'm
getting there. I'll be at the front of the line of everything.
Yeah, Hug said round 4. You better believe that. I'm not about to be up in here. If I gotta get the vaccine, it's gonna be so far down the line. We gonna know everything that it do.
Right. Fuck around the
but
vaccine. The vaccine gives you COVID-20.
I'm telling you. Yo,
I appreciate you, John, because somebody got to jump out there and somebody got to be the guinea pig. And I respect the man that say, well, give it to me then.
John Guinea Pig Lasiter, goddamn it. Goddamn, I'm gonna keep my sleeve rolled up. Walk into that, hit me, goddamn it, let me out.
Oh, wait, they say you gotta get 2 of them too, John.
Yeah.
You know what? Let me get that other sleeve up for you there.
Yeah, they say you gotta get more than one. And do you believe it's any truth in this? They say it's a lot of people that say that the government is going to force us to take the vaccine.
They're talking about it.
What? I think what they'll do is they'll say you can't come in here without it. And it'll be so many places. Eventually you like, you know what? Let me go on and do it. But I just believe that you got to figure for the first people to get that vaccine and shit start opening up, you could live it up, because I'm going to see everything on Broadway, all the new movies, the zoo, all the indoor shit. Please.
There's also a report. There's a report that says the vaccine has to be administered anally. So that's I don't know what the fuck if that's true or not.
Wait.
Oh, wait a minute.
Now you're not first in line no more. I see you. You're not first in line no more.
Wait a minute.
Hey, Dom, he's not first in line no more.
He
don't want no parts of that.
You see me come run up out the vaccine place.
Oh my God, y'all crazy.
Something wrong with that vaccine.
Hey, Hug said you gotta get in line backwards.
Right.
You gotta get in line back. So man. I don't know about that vaccine. I'm gonna have to see what happened with that, because But you know it's always gonna be. So basically, what you're saying, John, is your thing is this how they gonna make us take it when you can't come in here. So how they gonna know if we did it? So we gonna be back to walking around with papers again? We going back that far?
You know what? You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if they had, some sort of little sticker or something that you could scan real quick. I mean, if they scan in our heads for temperatures, they could scan a card real quick to make sure you've had the vaccine. You know what I mean? And if you do that, if you tell somebody, like you could make it easy and say, hey, if you did 3 things, it would make it difficult for people to move around. If you told people your kids can't come to school if you and your kids ain't got a vaccine, or let's say you can't travel, you can't get on an airplane. You know what I mean? Right. Or you let's say private institutions say we're not going to be able to give you your check if you haven't had a vaccine because you're making the workplace environment dangerous. That would make a lot of people say, you know what, fuck that. Let me get that vaccine.
But that is the plan for mandatory vaccination. Like people, they feel that the pressure to have access to things will make people do it. You'll have your card to prove that you got vaccinated, but you can't go to the arena. You can't get into a game. You can't even get into the mall. If you decide to be one of the anti-vaxxers, then you just won't have access. Like John said, school, you can't go back to college. That's enough pressure to get everybody lined up to get it.
Oh yeah. Not to mention, the more people that get it, the dumber you feel without it. Like if you know everybody got it, ain't nobody eyes shriveled up yet. Right. You like, I didn't see John come running out of there. He must not have stuck it in his ass. So we might as well go and do this now.
Right.
Well, I'm gonna have to find me a quack or something. Give me one of them black market cards. They ain't gonna know the difference in black market cards. It's gonna always be somebody take a couple $2 for that black. It's always a quack out here to do anything you want.
Oh, you're talking about gonna be some bootleg vaccinations out here?
Yeah. No, I'm saying it's always a quack to say, I got them cards. All I need is $1,000. Yeah. Stamp that joint and you be right up in there.
Now we in the party. I'm like, Dom, how you get in here? You like, I got that card.
Because I don't understand. I'm just not a fan of the whole mandatory vaccinations thing. Because as far as I'm concerned, they don't work. And the reason I say they don't work, they vaccinated all of us when we was born. How they run out? They're supposed to run out when you die. It's gone. So, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, what they vaccinating you for? I mean, especially if you're a person that, say, like, you don't catch colds, you ain't had this type, you don't have no severe health challenges, you ain't never had COVID, none of that. Like, what I don't get the purpose of it like that.
Just the vaccinations. I mean, the viruses keep evolving. Viruses keep evolving and getting stronger. And I mean, viruses are living things that want to live. They want to survive. So they're going to keep growing stronger and more powerful. The stuff we got vaccinated for, that shit don't even exist anymore.
Right. I mean, so the truth of the matter is, like, the chances of something really bad happening to us if we don't have asthma, something underlying, is something close to nothing anyway. I just wanted to raise the people's confidence in coming back out. Like, we work in the worst environment possible for COVID. Right. There's no worse environment than a comedy club with no windows, no doors, no. Do you know what I'm saying? So without that, we basically saying we don't plan on going back to work until 2020, into 2021, maybe 2022. And by the time you do that, people will start getting used to Zoom shows or this shit that's going on in the park. Do you know what I'm saying? You're never gonna get all the toothpaste back in the tube. So the sooner the better. I was doing all right. Not the best, obviously, but I prefer get back.
So you really saying, John, you just taking the vaccine to go back to work?
I'm just taking the vaccine to go back to work to raise confidence amongst other motherfuckers. Yeah, that's
okay. I feel you.
Yeah,
but I don't think they're gonna have to make it mandatory because I think so many people gonna run to take it. John is like one person, but you think about how many people gonna line up. It's not gonna be but a few people left not taking it. Same thing with the flu shot. Remember when they came out with just the flu shot? Now everybody pretty much takes the flu shot. Enough that the flu not, doing the damage that they felt like the flu was gonna do. So that's all I'm basically saying. So I don't think it'll be hard. That's all I'm merely saying.
No, I don't think so either. I think first of all, they said that the people willing to take it, the polls keep showing that it's going up by the day. You know what I mean? I just think that people fatigue is so bad now that people's like, you know what? Fuck it, let's do it. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like goddamn yoga. I wasn't no yoga motherfucker, right? Until I was sitting around for around 16, 17 days in rehab. And then they was like, hey, anybody want to go downstairs and do yoga? You know what? Yeah, let me get the fuck out of here.
Right.
But it took me sitting around doing nothing in rehab for 18 days. And I was like, yeah, let me try this yoga thing out. I think that's how the vaccine gonna be. People sitting around long enough, like, yeah, let me get that vaccine.
And they just put a curfew on Michigan. No, they're closing down Michigan for 3 weeks. They put a curfew on Ohio. They put a curfew today in Maryland. So as that spreads, people are really going to have no appetite for another lockdown. They're going to take the vaccine.
What is the curfew in Maryland, Chris?
10 p.m. to 5 a.m. Same as Ohio.
Okay.
10 p.m. to 5 a.m. They closed down all restaurants and bars.
We went back to 10 last night. Last
night. You on curfew now, John?
As of 10 p.m. New York, it was I think it was midnight, then it came back to 11. Now it's back down to 10. And I think very shortly it's going to be no restaurants and bars here pretty quickly.
Okay, so basically that's the setup to get the vaccine. I gotta get the vaccine because other than that, I'm gonna be locked down, and there's nothing else. It's nothing else we can do but get the vaccine, pretty much. Huh?
Yeah, they're gonna box you in,
or do your shows at 4 p.m.
So, and so you get the vaccine, and you and then you go back to normal life, doing whatever you want to do.
Well, first of all,
you don't know what the hell we've been stuck with because they made the vaccine in 3 months. So in 10 years, the vaccine, a whole bunch of people might have cancer and everything else in 10 years.
Maybe, but I tell you what, it's going to be a good 10 years between now and then.
and Dom, at least you'll have the money to fight that cancer. Right now, nobody's making any money.
Yo, right. You know good and goddamn well when that vaccine come out, there's going to be vaccine parties. You know it's going to be some vaccine parties.
Oh, that's going to be people going to have on hats that say, we got the vaccine.
We got the vaccine. It's going to be DJs like, yo, ladies, who got that vaccine?
Yeah, people going to have T-shirts. Who getting the vaccine? I'm going to make that T-shirt. That's what I'm going to tell my guy tomorrow. This is what I want my merch to be. You got the vaccine.
That's how we're gonna promote comedy shows. Buy a ticket, you get a vaccine shot.
Get a vaccine.
You get a vaccine shot.
Free vaccine.
As you said your lockdown or your curfew start on Friday, and tell me where you are, Ashley. Because Ashley said ours starts on this Friday. So is it your lockdown? Are you back lockdown or are you on curfew?
No, that's just curfew her husband imposed on.
I don't know. I just like to see what people think about, where this thing headed and vaccines. Because I don't be doing vaccines and flu shots and all that unnecessary kind of stuff. I'm taking this stuff. And so, are they going to just give you Kansas City? Okay. You on curfew? What's your curfew, Ashley? Because you taking all this stuff and you just really, really don't know what's in it. So I think it's good that for people that say, the vaxxers, people that go out in the streets and say, we don't want vaccinations. Because, with this government, you don't know what they're giving you. And I don't even like the fact that the vaccine, they made it up so quick. They didn't put anything in it. You know what I'm saying? Bars and restaurants in Kansas City closed at 10. They put anything in the thing. They made this overnight. And it's really, with Donald Trump at the helm, ain't no telling what's in it. Well, and everybody be around here. I lived, like John said, I lived a good life for 10 years till I went crippled one day at the grocery store. I just fell down in the canned goods aisle. You know what I'm
saying? Niggas was playing 3-on-3 and went to a 3-on-2. Nigga just dropped in right out on the fast break. Nigga just dropped in.
Yeah.
What happened to China? Nigga, you was first alive for that vaccine.
Donald Trump is having a negative effect everywhere. I know y'all watch sports. Now the Houston Rockets organization is falling completely down over Donald Trump. The players don't they won out because the owners support Donald Trump. It
But
don't
isn't
even
that every
have,
owner? That's every
it
owner,
don't even,
though.
huh?
Every owner's a Trump supporter.
Everyone.
But they not saying it like he is. They keeping they on the hush with it. I'm sure they all are, as much money as they have and everything.
Yeah.
I could see that, but they not saying. I mean, James Harden even won out of Houston.
Yo, can I just tell you, do you know how good life got to be going for you to turn down $50 million a year? James Harden turned down $50 million today.
Yeah.
$50 million? I don't hate Trump that much.
Yeah, but he got it. You
50,
know, with his shoes and everything else. And then the thing of it is he can go to another team and get $50 million. See, that's what his position is different. He can go to another team, and it's another team that'll take that salary on, or, you know, whatever deal he negotiate. They'll lose their whole team pretty much to get him and to pay him that kind of money in a deal, you know. But he can go somewhere else. Westbrook can go somewhere else. But it's a lot of guys, they can't go nowhere. They got to stay there with the Trump loving owner.
You know, do you know I was this close to the NBA? Every time I hear them contracts, I'm like, I probably should have stayed in that one weekend and hit the gym. Yo, when I tell you, dog,
One weekend away.
One weekend, John, you was 1 weekend away.
I was 2 bad bitches away from the NBA. If I had just not hit them other 2 chicks, oh man, when I be hearing these salaries, I'm like, what the fuck was I thinking?
Yeah, so in case you hadn't heard, they say James Harden, he won out. Russell Westbrook won out. Now, I don't know if it's really, this is what I'm hearing, that is they won out because of what the owner represents. But if that's the case, I mean, I'm like Chris, well, what the other owner think and what he feel.
You've limited where you can possibly go to, because that means you can't go to a Trump supporting owner's team, which is probably Mark Cuban.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mark Cuban, and maybe the Lakers owner. She may not be a Trump supporter.
They probably all are Trump supporters.
I don't know.
You know what's funny about Mark Cuban? Because I was
said he can go to the Big Three league.
Well, you know what? Wait a minute. Ice Cube owned that. He kind of a Trump supporter.
Right. You can't even go to Big Three.
You can't even go to Big Three.
That nigga too.
Now, I ain't gonna let y'all do Cube like that. Cube was trying to see what they do. They help with the contract.
Keep your black ass out of talking to them people.
Right.
Nigga, you got paint on you. Yeah, I said it. I said what I said. God damn it. You can't go to the 3-on-3 league because we don't. This nigga sus now.
Right.
I mean, it doesn't make sense. I think more so Russell Westbrook wants out because I think he's tired of playing with James Harden. That's what I think his reason is. You know, I don't think he want to play with James Harden, but James Harden, I don't know why he want to leave Houston. Take the money and play basketball, and let that man believe in who he want to believe in. I'm with John on that. I ain't losing no money because you like Trump.
Well, let the owner say to Russell Westbrook, "Hey, yo, let James Harden go. We'll give you $60 billion."
Then that's when Russell Westbrook will be like, okay,
right?
Say, okay, because you know what? I don't think there's nothing wrong with Trump. Only thing I don't like is his hairdo. I can do he need a haircut, but outside of that, he all right with me.
Right. Right.
I think both. You know what's so crazy? I think both of them gonna end up being there next year anyway.
I don't think Westbrook is.
I think Westbrook's gonna be a lot tougher to move than Harden. He's gonna be a lot more tricky to move because think about it. He's not gonna want to go unless he says, you know what, I'll play for the Knicks. He's not gonna want to go to none of these bum teams, and none of the teams that's competing for a chip next year want him.
Right.
No, well, he know that.
Don't want him. The Lakers, Milwaukee don't want him, and you know that the Nets damn sure don't want him.
Right, but I think he's gonna go to a team like the Lakers or something.
No.
I meant to say the Knicks. I'm sorry, John.
Oh, okay.
I think he's gonna go to a team like the Knicks or something. See if they can put some pieces together. I'm just saying he getting older. I'm telling you what his mindset probably is. He gonna go get that money. He know he getting older. He's probably figuring himself. I don't know if I'm gonna really, really win it. He's done himself into me with his lack of poise. I'm a big fan of Russell Westbrook, but his lack of poise has hurt his value to me.
Because but I believe Russell Westbrook would be happy with the Knicks because he'll be happy averaging a triple-double again. If he can get back to being the superstar that he was, because his numbers went way down since he joined the Rockets.
But
if he can go back to being the Russell Westbrook show every night, that would make a brother like him happy.
But don't you think he want to win?
I mean,
but you know what though, Dom? If you can't say win and Knicks in the same sentence.
No, right? But I'm just saying that's true. But I think, like I'm saying, I was just asking Chris, did he think he wanted to win? But I think he'll go for the money. Chris, you got a point. He can score his points. He don't have to be restrained. He can get OC when he wants to, and it don't even matter. He can dunk and run around and be what he want to be. Because any of the teams that compete, and they don't want him. And the only reason they don't want Russell Westbrook, any of the teams that could possibly win a championship, is because of him being OC and his lack of poise. Like, he can't stick to getting everybody involved. And when you're a point guard in the NBA, that's always a problem. Like, he can do it. He's capable, but he can't do it the whole game. He can do it a little bit. Then when the game gets tight, he be like, his mind say, all right, run up there and take over, do whatever, go haywire. And he go right with it. I be like, man, slow down. It's not PlayStation. It's three defenders up there, dude.
I don't think that that's Russ's problem because
John?
I think that unfortunately, because you got to think about this, Dom. You just said, I don't think that he can keep everybody involved the whole time. The dude averaged 10 assists. He can keep people involved. Problem with Russ is he scores so inefficiently. He's a terrible three-point shooter, which is where the NBA is now. If you are 6'3" and you can't stroke it all night from behind the arc, you're kind of doing your team a disservice. And he in the playoffs, I think he shot in one of those series. I think he was at 19% from behind three. Do you know what I'm saying?
The fact of the matter, too, though, John, I still think he can't keep everybody involved. You can get 10 assists in the NBA and still don't keep everybody involved the whole game. He can get that in one half when he's choosing to pass the ball. Then in the second half, when the game on the line and he need to keep passing the ball so his offense won't be stagnant, he keep running to the hole. And I hear you with shooting behind the arc, but I think these players, what they lacking in this game too, go back to the old school game. It's a whole court out there. I'd kill you right now if I was playing. I have 15-footer and 10-footer you. I'd kill you shooting all over the floor like an Isaiah Thomas and a Joe Dumars and them kind of players. Even if you can't stroke it from behind the arc at a high percentage, you better go inside of it. You can kill them at the 10-foot range, 20-foot. You ain't got to stay. Everybody not Steph Curry. You ain't got to. They choosing to stay behind that line like that. They choosing not to have mid-range games, and everybody you got to go to the hole, they got to dunk, or they got to shoot a three-pointer. It's more to the game than that.
Yeah, but no matter what it is that you do in the game, you got to do it efficiently. Because it's one thing if you score, like one time, Klay Thompson, I think they said he scored 40 points on 12 dribbles.
Right.
Mm-hmm. 40 points on, that means everything just catching and knocking them down, right?
Yeah.
But a lot of times what you see from Westbrook is, first of all, he's on the ball the whole time, which means no one else is involved. And then the other thing is, it's another thing if you score 40 points and take 40 shots and 3,000 dribbles. Do you know what I mean? That's what Westbrook is. He's not efficient. It's not that he's not getting the numbers. It's just that it takes you so much to get the numbers that it's costing the rest of us.
So, Dom, I said Knicks for Westbrook because listen to this conversation. No NBA player who was considered a superstar gets as much slander as Russell Westbrook.
Yeah.
I think in his mind, he wants to return to when he is respected and he is putting up numbers. And at least on the Knicks, it will be his team.
Well,
completely.
I don't think that there's anyone that doesn't respect Russell. He's very much respected because you know what you're gonna get from him. He's gonna give you
I'm talking about
100%.
by fans. By fans, there's so much slander for Russell Westbrook. I mean, they call him Westbrick on Twitter.
Well, you can't shoot 19% from behind. You gotta tighten that up. You got.
They weren't calling him that. They weren't calling him that when he was running shit in OKC. He needs a team that is his team.
But
that
this
is
I tell you what. No matter who played for the Knicks, it's their team.
yeah. You can give. They can go put boo boo from the playground out there, and it's gonna be boo boo team. I guarantee you that right there.
I got uncles that can play for the Knicks. They be like, "This is your team, bro."
Yeah, and you got to be able to make. I guess a good word to sum him up is he a self-centered kind of player. You have got to be able to make players better. Even if you're not scoring. Right. He don't know how to let the game naturally come to him. If he let the game come to him, he gonna get everything he wants. Because what's gonna happen is his IQ is gonna grow. And he'll be able to see more opportunities, and he'll be more relaxed. To me, he struggles in switching gears.
Absolutely.
You got to know when to hold your head down and go, and you got to know when to finger roll and finesse it. You know what I'm saying?
You can't pull out the parking lot in fifth gear. They can slow down.
No, you gonna run into the building across the street.
This nigga average a triple double, and we will be debating whether or not he should go in the Hall of Fame.
No. He's going to the Hall of Fame. No, he's going to the Hall of Fame.
What you see, Dom? What you see in Russell? I mean,
and I think he's great. I think he's a great player, and I think all that. But I think that he'll get in the Hall of Fame, Chris, because of the level of the players in the NBA now. Now, had he been playing in that old game with all those dogs in it, see, I look at the NBA because I like basketball. But they don't got dogs like they did when we was growing up and stuff. The league not stacked with them kind of players. It ain't no players out. It ain't no league out there where you got Joe Dumars, then you got Vinny the Microwave coming off the bench. They not dogs like that to me.
Wait a minute, Dom. Let me tell you something. This conversation started off with me saying that James Harden turned down $50 million. What type of dog makes $50 million? Let me tell you what old school dudes used to do. They said, first of all, a lot of these niggas have part-time jobs.
Yeah. Michael Jordan was the highest paid at one time at $3 million, dude.
These niggas used to smoke cigarettes on the bench during the day.
And the thing that I like about Russell Westbrook is one thing he does possess from the old game. He got the eye of the tiger. Yes. James Harden ain't gonna never win to me. I don't care how much he shoot from 3-point. I don't care what he do. He is never going. If he win, he gonna have to be on the team with some other superstars that help him win it because he don't have the eye of the tiger. I don't care what he do. I don't care who you bring to Houston. He ain't gonna win with him if he stay in Houston. He can shoot, he can score. I give you that, but he ain't got that go hard. If Russell Westbrook had James Harden's game with the passion and the poise, he'll probably be up there with LeBron in there.
Here's the scary part about Westbrook. If he catches on quickly and don't go to the Knicks, I do believe that Westbrook is good enough, and I know this is going to sound fucked up, but I think that he's going to end up with the Knicks, but in those last couple of years, if he was willing to come off of the bench and be all the offense for a second unit, I think he could get a title. But most people think about this. When you've been the man since you was 14, 15 years old, that is a tough pill to swallow. Keep in mind, Allen Iverson wouldn't do it. Carmelo
and that's what I call that when with that scenario you saying Westbrook. That's when I call it. I say he gonna catch the AI. That ain't gonna never work. He's going home before he do that. He will go home with his wife and the kids. Huh?
Rondo did it, and Rondo got a fucking ring.
But
Rondo wasn't never a marquee player like them.
Rondo was an important player on the Celtics.
But he was playing, but he wasn't a marquee player. So it's a different caliber player.
He was never a league MVP.
No,
Right,
Think about
right.
that. Think about
But
that.
I'm saying that's not where Westbrook is anymore. Westbrook is not going to be MVP ever again.
No.
Westbrook needs to see himself right there and be a Rondo, be an important piece on a championship team. But if it's got to be the Russell Westbrook show, he's going to catch
Well,
L.
but that's why I'm saying it's going to be the Russell Westbrook show. He's still running down the court, going straight to the basket with 3 defenders. So he ain't seeing it the way that we clearly able to see. That'll work for him. But if you still after all these years getting the ball, running down the court, and it's 3 defenders, and you gonna do like you doing on the PlayStation game, not pull it back and wait for them, you gonna just go faster and put your head down and say, I could make it. He ain't gonna be able to.
You know who got a joke about that? You know who got a joke about that, y'all? You ever see Tony Woods do that joke where he say that the band leader is walking like this, and then the band take a turn, he's still walking. The band leader.
Yeah.
That's Russell Westbrook right now. He's still doing this, and the band done went another way.
They got this NBA got some of the lowest IQ I ever seen in my entire whole life, bruh. I cut my league pass off because of it. I said I ain't about to see it night after night and watch this shit. I'm from the old school. Y'all ain't got no IQ because I'm looking at the TV and I see it's 3 defenders. Now you in the NBA getting paid. I'm trying to figure out why your mind ain't tell you pull the ball back and let your players get down there and set up the offense. Why your mind tell you keep going? You could get it. You can't get them dunks they get on PlayStation in real life. I get them dunks on PlayStation, dunk over the whole team. Ain't how that work. It real in the real live game. I can't even hardly watch it.
When is the last time you told somebody that got $250 million in the bank what to do?
Oh, that ain't gonna never happen. But that's why he gonna be with the Knicks, getting a double-double, like Chris said, getting a loss every night, arguing with referees.
But he's gonna be happy that way. He is gonna be happy. He's not happy bumping heads with Harden. He's not happy bumping heads with Paul George. He wants some shit where he runs it, it's his, and he feels like a superstar every single night.
But
that's all that matter, huh?
But it's gonna haunt him until to his grave, though. Because if you listen to the Barclays and the Dan Marinos of the world, all them dudes, when they start talking about sitting there with them bare hands, all of them, you can see it. Even when they not crying, you can see a little tear coming down their face when they talk about it.
I'm trying to tell you, because even when you look at TNT, on the NBA TNT, Charles Barkley, every time Charles Barkley gets smart with Shaq, he say, but you ain't got no rings, though, dude. and Chuck be like this. I don't, but that don't mean
but it hurts Charles more than it will hurt Westbrook, because Charles got to the big show and couldn't get it done.
Westbrook did too.
Oh, that's right. But he wasn't Russell Westbrook yet. He wasn't this Russell Westbrook. That was all Durant and them.
Yeah,
that was all Durant and them. I mean, Charles Barkley he's a legendary player. Westbrook's not. Even if he gets in the Hall of Fame, he's not a legendary player like damn Charles Barkley. It'll hurt Patrick Ewing. It'll hurt Patrick Ewing every single day. But I don't think it'll hurt Westbrook the same way. I think Westbrook cares about Westbrook.
I feel you.
And they make so much more money now. I mean, really, it eases the pain. It eases the pain. Charles and them did not make $50 million a season.
Westbrook is owed $47 million a year for the next 2 years.
He will get the fuck over it if he don't win a championship.
Yeah,
47 million. 94 million don't get you over it. I don't know what will.
And a team like the Knicks will end up paying you more money down the road.
They will.
They need star power. They need Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, they do. I was just, I don't know. I like Russ though. Don't get me wrong. I think he's a great player, but he just missing some little components. It's a lot of them out there.
I'm like, how can Dame Time get a ring?
You know what's so sad about what's so sad about the Knicks is after they sign Westbrook, Knicks fans gonna be like, yeah, I think we good this year.
They say that every year. Yeah. And he ain't gonna be out there doing nothing, but it's gonna give him somebody to be the Superman, and he can fuss at all the other players.
Yeah.
That's all he's gonna be trying. That's all he's gonna be doing is fussing at all the other players. So
Westbrook's ego is not ready for Knicks fans to turn on him, though, and they eventually turn on you.
Oh, absolutely.
They do.
And I don't know if he can handle that. That is when Knicks fans turn.
Absolutely, they're gonna turn on him. But when they first sign him in the barbershops, they're gonna be like, yeah, I think we might take the ring. This nigga, if y'all don't stop with this nonsense.
Y'all better go back and get y'all better bring Patrick Ewing and some of them people back. Y'all better go back and get some.
Patrick Ewing, you got to go back before that.
I'm just saying they're gonna need some of them. They're gonna need some of them old players. That's old as I think it possibly come back for one game, John. I know we gotta go back way further than that.
You gotta get Tom. You gotta go dig some niggas up.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Before the Knicks really had a chance to win. You gotta go dig up, you gotta go excavate.
Yes. So listen, y'all, on this show we do a segment called Air It Out. So on Air It Out is just basically we believe laughter heals, and we don't believe in holding on to things. We don't think that's healthy for the body. So we air it out. Each of y'all get 2 minutes. Air it out about whatever you want to air it out about, and however you feel about whatever situation it don't have. It's just air it out. It don't have nothing to it. It's whatever on your heart, whatever on your mind that you want to release. Just go for it, and you got 2 minutes to spit whatever you want to spit about it. John, we're gonna start with you. I'm about to put you on the clock. And I want you to air it out for 2 minutes. Your time starts now, John.
Okay. I would like to air it out. I hadn't thought about this either, but as soon as you said it, right, because I had a friend come over. She was like, oh my God, this apartment is really nice. How much did this cost? And I started thinking about how much my rent was. And then I was like, why do these niggas get rent every month? Do you know what I'm saying? Like we in the middle of a pandemic. Not every single month y'all need goddamn rent. You know what I mean? And this shit ain't even like a bar situation. You ever go to a bar and you spend a lot of money at that bar, and once in a while they give you a buyback. Get a nigga get a buyback. You know, so every 6 months you say, you know what, nigga, that was on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, why niggas something back every single month? Yeah, I am losing it out here. I'm losing my goddamn mind because my money is dwindling. Yeah, straight dwindling. I was supposed to have a writing job right now. That shit went down the tubes. I was supposed to be in Australia the whole month of April. You know, then you rob somebody. Like I told you, the niggas was no good. No, it ain't me. It's the Congress and the pandemic and the landlords. That's what the fuck it is. Nigga, I wouldn't have robbed that old lady if y'all would gave me a buyback. Just give a nigga a buyback while I rob a motherfucker is what I'm trying to say. And I'm taking up Chris' time, so let me shut the fuck up.
All right, John, that was good. Chris, air it out. Your time starts now.
I want to air it out about my health concerns during this pandemic. First of all, Dom, you remember I had a stroke 2 years ago.
Yes, I remember that.
Yesterday, I hear Sinbad had a stroke. I'm like, this nigga's doing my act. But besides that, I'm talking about I recovered from a stroke, and yet I'm dealing with something now that's the worst thing I've ever dealt with. And I don't know if either one of you have dealt with this, a bad back. When your fucking back hurts, you have no idea that you used your back for everything you do.
Yeah.
Everything you do. I can't pet the dog. I can't tie my shoes. I can't do shit. I'm calling my daughter, 17-year-old daughter from upstairs to come downstairs in the kitchen, reach in that cabinet down there and grab that pot for me down there. Yeah. I just can't fucking function. I can't go to the chiropractor because COVID. He shut down shop. So I am going to be stuck with this bad back until quarantine ends, until I can get some help. My wife can't help me. Nobody can help me. So I say that to say this. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself out there, because when it goes, it goes. And I'm talking about I'm a grown-ass man being reduced to a senior citizen is how I am around the house with bad back problems. Yeah. I don't even know how I'm going to get out this fucking chair when you guys are done.
This nigga gonna be there for another week.
I'm gonna be here. You might as well have me on next week, Dom. I'll be right here.
Yo, Chris, you need to just go and start a telethon, nigga.
Right.
You need to just go and do a fundraising telethon for the next 3 weeks.
Said back crime.
A backathon. Yo, do a backathon.
Thank God it's not my neck and my back.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my God. All right, so I'm gonna add out a little bit. What I want to add about is that damn vaccine. I ain't taking that damn vaccine, and I'm going anywhere I want to go. I'm gonna give me a quack. I'm gonna pay him down, and he gonna give me a card. And when I get them hot cards and I get that hot quack, I'm gonna let y'all know I ain't taking the damn thing. I don't get no cold. I drink water. I try to eat right. I don't get the flu. I ain't got none of that. You ain't gonna give me no vaccine. Tell me 10 years it ran out. And watch y'all see me on the front line of all the events, and my eyes ain't gonna be shriveled up. Thank you in advance. And that's what I'm adding out. I ain't taking that shit.
Oh, me, I'm gonna be in the front row like Jack Nicholson. Dom, I'm at the game. I'm gonna call you back. Yeah, I'm gonna call you back. Huh? No, I can't see it. Don't worry about it though. Got a nigga here recording it.
That is hilarious.
So look, let the people know where they can catch y'all. Give me your social media handles, and if you're doing anything online or whatever you got going on, let them know so they can check it out.
You can catch me on Chris Paul Comedy on Instagram and Twitter. I'll be in Cleveland at the Improv Wednesday night before Thanksgiving if they don't shut the shit down. And you can call your local radio station and tell them to pick up my syndicated segment, CP Time, currently running in Miami on radio and in Duval, Jacksonville, 99.5 in Duval.
Love it. And yo, holler at your boy at He Was Funny. I think it's in one of these corners. Hit me on my IG. Also, make all y'all who have Amazon Prime, I think we all got Amazon Prime. My movie just came out 2 days ago entitled, yes, One Bedroom, that I produced, and I'm actually in it as well. So check out One Bedroom on Amazon Prime so that I can produce another movie on Amazon Prime. If y'all don't watch it, they ain't gonna never give me another shot. So check that out. Yeah, appreciate it.
Do Amazon Prime give people residuals?
That I don't know yet. If it do, it would be probably because I'm a producer, but I doubt it as talent on that joint.
Yeah, they got subscriptions and won't pay people a dime. Yeah. Okay, y'all. I had a good time with y'all. I really did.
Hold on, before you get off, Dom, let's acknowledge that this must be turning a page in America. We've been on with you an hour and 7 minutes, and we probably talked about Donald Trump for 3 minutes, 4 minutes tops.
Yeah,
that means we reached a point where he's not dominating all of our conversation.
Our conversation, and we gonna
that's beautiful.
Like that.
In the rear view mirror now.
That's beautiful.
In the rear view mirror, big face, right. Cotton candy hair. Right. Yeah, so I had a good time with y'all know.
Body ass boy.
Yeah. I had a good time with y'all, Chris. I'm gonna let you go. I know you got to call somebody and ask them help you up out that chair so you can go ahead.
Ma!
So we all right, so I had a good time with y'all. Y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. We be here next week. I have 2 new guests. They're gonna be great, just like these guests. Same place, same time. Dominique the podcast, and we out. We see y'all next week.
Peace out, John.